What does every entrepreneur need to know and never forget? Success can be your biggest enemy. That's right, success can be your biggest enemy. Think about when you first started your new business, when you were a brand new entrepreneur. You hustled all the time. You made sure that selling to new customers was a top priority with you. You took care of the customers once you got them. Customer service was a big deal. You were all over making sure that customer was happy. If you had employees, you stayed on top of those employees to make sure they showed up on time, did their work when they were there, carried out your mission statement, took good care of the customers. If you watched your numbers, you stayed on top of your expenses to make sure that they didn't get out of control. You knew how much money you were making every single day. That's what people do when they're trying to learn how to be successful. And then we become successful and we get lazy, and every single one of those things slide. If you're going to be successful long term, you can't let anything slide.
Hey, it's Joe Calloway, and I've got something that every entrepreneur needs to remember. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, that means you're building a business. That means you're going to have employees. So remember this rule. Your customers come second. Your investors come third. So who comes first? Your employees. Listen, if you don't give your employees what they need to succeed, if you don't create a culture that attracts great people to work for you, if your employees don't like working for you, then you're not going to make it. That's just the way it works. Now, to the extent that your employees are happy, they will make your customers happy. And that will make your business succeed and grow, which will make your investors happy and ultimately will make you happy. The customer comes second. Your investors come third. Your employees come first. Always remember that. Have a great day.
Hey, it's Randy Pennington, and here's my one tip for every entrepreneur. Passion without positive results isn't a business. It's a hobby. Likewise, fun without positive results isn't a business either. That's a party. Look, you probably became an entrepreneur to follow your passion, and hopefully you have some fun doing what you do. Those are great, but the most successful entrepreneurs learned how to run a great business. They pay attention to their numbers. They build and sustain a compelling culture that gives them a competitive advantage, and they stay relentlessly focused on improving their product and service to stand out with their customer. So remember, passion and parties are great, but they aren't a successful business.
So why did you become an entrepreneur? It's because you had this idea that was a lot more fun than what it was you were doing at the time. You chose to be an entrepreneur because it was preferable to having a traditional job in the world of careers. And you did it because it was fun. Now, having fun doesn't mean it's frivolous or easy every day. If you're an entrepreneur, you know it's not. It's hard. But here's what's odd. You started having fun running your business, and then one day, maybe, your business started running you and you weren't having as much fun. So here's what you should always remember. It should always be fun. And if it stops being fun, you've got one of two options. Number one, sell your business and do something different. Or number two, find people who can do in your business what you don't enjoy doing so that you can focus on the things that bring you the most enjoyment and satisfaction. Don't forget, you got into this business because it's what you wanted to do. Nobody made you do it. It should be fun.
The reason you're in business is not the reason you think you're in business. Why do most people get into business? What does every entrepreneur have as the base skills for getting into business? Well, usually it's knowledge about why you're there. You know, people start body shops or repair shops because they're into automobiles. High school and college jocks start sporting goods stores, right? People that are good bakers start selling cupcakes and cookies. But at the end of the day, it's not about the product. At the end of the day, the reason you're in business is to create an experience for your customer that is so compelling that their loyalty becomes assured. Let me repeat that. The reason for being in business as an entrepreneur is to create an experience that is so compelling for the customer that loyalty becomes assured. You're not the only one that knows cars or sports or baking. Create an experience for the customer.